Good morning, folks. It is, what date is today? The 26th of February. So, episode 93, um, daily live seller call. So, it's exactly what we're going to do. Just make calls for the next couple of hours before my titanium implementation call. And let's see how many contracts we can lock up today in the next couple of hours. For some of you folks that are new that are watching, my name is Caesar. I started my wholesaling journey about 15 months ago, and just a regular guy here who left the 9 to 5 grind to create freedom and legacy for myself and my family. And like I always say, I am no guru. I am simply just like any of you guys. And I created this channel as a safe space for anyone to listen or even partake in it. As you can see on my banner, it's all about growing together and inspiring each other to action. I personally believe that the key to success is immediate, imperfect actions. And so, as you guys are watching this, instead of just watching, commit some actions. If you need help, feel free to hop on, feel free to call. We can always role play. I'm here to help. I'm here to grow with you guys. And like I said, inspire each other to action. So let's get to it. How's everyone doing today?
You have reached Marie now. I'm not able to answer the phone right now, but if you would please leave your name.
Rico, good morning, buddy.
You have reached Marie now. I'm not able to answer the phone right now, but if you would please leave your name, number, and a brief message, I'll return it as soon as possible.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, Maurice. Good morning. Caesar here. I'm calling you about your property on Woodland Avenue. Looked like you spoke with one of my team members a while back. Just wanted to see if you're still looking to sell that property. If you are, I am looking to buy in that neighborhood. Give me a call back at this number. I'll shoot you another text as well. If you're not totally cool, man, just shoot me a thumb down so that way I can take you off the list. All right. Thanks, Maurice. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Let's see. Have I talked to this guy before? Rico, what are you up to, man? Are you working right now? Are you making calls? Let's see, who is this guy? This guy is dead. The dead lead. Let me give him a shot. I think this guy's not good. Let me see. So John's gone. Oh, I did talk to this guy. What are my notes on here? Oh, I remember this guy. This should be my long-term follow-up. There's your buy there. Tyler, what's up, buddy? Who are you calling darling, Rico? Autocorrect, huh? Look at this guy hopping on like flash. That was quick.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm quick
What up,
with
buddy?
it. Nothing.
What's up?
I have a meeting here in a little bit, but I figured I'd jump on for a minute. Then, if you're still on, I'll jump on after too.
Yeah, cool. Nice. You got a meeting with the team or personal stuff?
No, just with investor base.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Just kind of like more of a, I don't know, best practices, updates, shit like that.
Yep.
Automatic voice message system 4232010. Forwarded to an automatic voice message system 423. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Patrick. Good afternoon. Caesar here. Just calling about your property on Club Drive. You spoke with one of my team members a while back. Looked like you were looking to sell that property. Not sure if you still are, but if you are, I am looking to buy in that neighborhood. So give me a call. If not, totally fine, man. Just shoot me a quick thumb down and I'll take you off the list. All right. Thanks, Patrick. Bye. Let's see. Knoxville. Oh, this guy, John, I sent him a contract a while back, but he never signed it.
Yeah, I'm hitting old leads today too. Oh, I've been hitting them for a couple weeks. Probably gonna turn some stuff back on next week.
Yep.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 9.
You can hear the ring, right?
Yeah. I'll just I'll be on mute, and then if I get a call, I'll just unmute.
Cool.
Available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
John, good afternoon. Caesar here, calling about your property out in Knoxville. I think we spoke a while back. Looked like you were looking to sell that property. Just wanted to see if you still are. If you are, I'm still looking to buy in that neighborhood, man. Give me a call back when you get this. And if you're not, just shoot me a quick thumb down, and I'll take you off the list. All right. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Bye. North Carolina.
Hello, you have reached voicemail of Chip Hart. Please leave a message with your name and number. Hello, you have reached voicemail of Chip Hart. Please leave a message with your name and number.
Dope, Nathan.
Super.
Hey, this is Tyler Osborne. I texted you the other day about your place there on Southeast via Visconti. Just seeing if you ever got that one sold or not.
No, it is not sold yet.
Okay, awesome. Let's see here. Well, I see it. You got it listed now. I'm an investor, so before I, keep going, I guess, are you interested in a cash offer or no?
What kind of offer?
I'm not sure yet. I'd have to dive in here. I know I'd definitely be under the 410 because I see it's been listed there for about 4 months. Can you what were you looking to get for it, I guess, if we did a cash?
It doesn't matter to me, cash or a bank finance. I get the money.
Yeah, as far as a cash deal though, are you still stuck at the 410 or?
Yeah, if it is a cash closing, it can be a little bit negotiable as long as I don't have any other expenses.
Okay, yeah, awesome. Well, can you just kind of tell me a little bit about, what you got going on?
Like what?
I have some vague info here on Zillow, but other than that, I don't really know much about it.
It's a house which I built it there. It was closed down towards the end of 2018. So basically, it's a 6-year-old home that's brand new. We built it. It's a 3-bedroom, 3 full bath. And then I have added a patio to the back of the house. It's about 400 square feet, roofed-in patio with a screen in. And it is in a gated community. And the living square footage is 1923 square feet with a 2-car garage.
Okay, and are you living here still?
The house is basically empty now. I moved to another house.
Okay, so it's vacant and you're just trying to get rid of it, don't want to pay the taxes anymore, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Let's see here. So like I said, I could see it's been listed for a while.
Yeah, the market is a little bit slow nowadays, so I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here.
If I get a decent offer with no expenses I have to pay, then I may consider it.
Yeah, for sure. So as far as, I'm guessing you're having no issues as far as, like HVAC, hot water, all that. I'm assuming since it's pretty new, all that stuff.
Yeah, everything
good.
is there. It has air conditioning, hot water heater, refrigerator, what do you call stove, dishwasher. Everything is there, and all the room has fans. All the lights are staying. Everything is there. The house is ready to move in.
Okay, awesome. Then you said you're not really in a hurry. So I guess when you say not in a hurry, say it don't sell for 6 months, like that's cool, or?
Yeah, it should be okay with me. The only thing I have to pay is taxes and insurance, and so that's not that bad. If I sell in between, I will take it. If somebody offer me a decent price, I'll sell it.
Yeah. Okay. Just give me.
So you can give me an offer.
Yeah.
Just interested.
Yeah. Just checking here. 1 second. I'm going to be, like I said, pretty significantly lower than that for cash. I am interested in it. What do you think for a cash? Because say you sell it at 410 on the market, which I know it's been listed a while. So let's say you sell it at 4, then after your, all your fees and realtor fees and all that, you'd probably walk away around 350 or so. Like I said, that's on market. So what do you think? As a cash offer, because like I said, I'm definitely a good bit lower than the 4, but with what you net from a realtor, I don't know that I'd be too far from that realtor, really. So I'm just trying to see, about where you'd be without, I'd like to give a fair offer, not beat you up, but also I'm just trying to see if we're even in the same ballpark or not.
You tell me the offer, then I'll say yes or no. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. So, for me, then, if you're wanting a cash offer easy and it sounds like you don't want to pay any fees on that, which is fine. That's typically what we do. We're very easy process, very flexible, work around your timeline. But for me to do that quick and easy like that, I'd need to be around 280.
That sounds pretty good, but not for my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not for my house.
Okay. What about, I see here, what about a seller finance deal?
No, I don't want to finance it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just curious though, what was the number? If I would have said it, you would have said, okay, I'm happy with it.
400.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's more than you get on market.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to take it off the market anyway, so I'm going to sell it myself, so I don't have to pay anything.
Yep. Okay. Well, sounds good. I appreciate your time, and I hope you get it done.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks. Anything different, Caesar? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, I mean you do exactly what you usually do.
Yeah, he wasn't having it.
Why was he selling?
It's vacant. So that's why I asked, like, so you're just paying taxes and stuff and don't want to deal with it. But he also isn't in a hurry, so he must be cool with just letting it sit and pay the taxes. Yeah, we're
Yep.
just too far off. So I'm just going to set him as like a probably 40-day follow up. Call him, see if
That's all you can do. That's all you can do, man. How do I set a task for this?
Oh, let's see. I just heard a package deliver, and have you seen like on TikTok or anything that jacked smelling salts?
What? No.
They're called Jack. Well, like it just destroys people. Like it's insane. Well, I'm going to try to trick Riley here in a little bit and get her to smell it. I'll record it and send it to you.
Oh my gosh. What is it? I don't understand.
So it's the stuff that like bodybuilders sniff before they lift, and they try to they lift the whole universe. That's what it is.
Got it. Okay.
Jamie.
So That's done. Dude, I gotta find a way to how I can call out of my desktop and still have you guys hear the conversation. Do you know how to do that, Tyler?
No, a couple of the other acquisitions guys we have, we're trying to figure it out, and sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't. I don't even try it. I just call out of my app on my phone because I know everybody struggles with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too.
Yeah, it's a common theme, and sadly, I do not.
Yeah,
know.
it's just it does slow things down though. It's the only problem.
Hello.
Hey, Mary, how's it going? It's Tyler.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's a really bad day for me, so.
You want me to call you back another time?
I don't know. I got done with all my cancer treatments, but I can talk, but I don't have any strength. So that's why I said call me.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll try to make it easy and simple then. What were you looking to get for Quaker?
350.
350. Okay.
Yeah. I'm on a half acre. I got a big pool, a big lanai, and a new jacuzzi, and appliances are all updated. I got granite. Everything's done. All I'm going to do is paint the inside. But I was thinking that maybe somebody's interested. They might want to pick their own colors, and then I could paint it, have it painted.
Yeah, for sure. So it sounds like overall it's decent. What about like the major things such as like your HVAC, hot water heater, roof?
Water heater's new, AC is still running. Never had a problem with it, so I'm not going to replace it. But I know it's probably coming up in this year, probably, maybe next year.
Okay. And just confirm, is this a two bed?
A new roof, a new pool cage since the hurricane.
Okay.
My husband has a garage that's completely organized. It's not a mess in there.
Okay. And just confirm, this is a 2-bed, 2-bath, about 1,500 square foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's such an open design, you wouldn't believe it. You come in the front door and then you're take like 3 or 4 steps and then you're in the kitchen, which is huge. A lot of granite, a lot of counter space. And you look right through a triple slider onto the pool and lanai.
Okay, and you still living here then?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I mean, are you moving or I guess kind of what's going on here? Like what's got you looking to sell?
It's time for me to start looking for places that me and my husband can go, like get rent. It's too much. My husband can't maintain the yard anymore, and we have that taken care of. In the pool, we got a pool cleaner that comes over every week. We got a cleaning lady that comes over. I mean, we just can't do it much.
Yeah, I totally understand. Are you staying there close, or what's the big plan? Where are you guys wanting to go?
Right here in Northport, somewhere.
Yeah. I am sadly up in cold Ohio, which
Oh God!
actually,
I moved from Wisconsin.
oh yeah, today it's heck, I don't know. It might be pushing 45, which to me right now feels like 70. It has been. Oh my!
I remember those days when I lived up there.
Yeah, we've been. I mean, in the teens here lately, so I'm loving this.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the 350 number?
Because I'm a realtor
Okay.
and I work with my broker holds my license, and I work with his team, and so they tell me, because they look everything up and do the comparables, what's sold, what's on the market, and considering what we have to offer, it's not a home, a stupid lot.
I'd be real interested to see the comps they pulled. Because so I'm looking here, and right there near you, brand new 2025 homes that's one bed more than yours sold for 370. So I
Yeah.
don't know where they came up with that at all.
You have to consider again, they're just a home without a pool. And pools these days, if you want one, it's about 50 grand. And I just paid about $7,000 for the new jacuzzi.
Okay. Then I just found another brand new 2025 build, comes with a warranty, and it only sold for 335. So I guess my thoughts here are, if I could buy a brand new home with warranties for less,
They go to do it.
yeah, that's my point.
It's just so unique here, and all the homes around have property around them. Nobody can come build in my back because it's landlocked. It's just very unique property, and that's reasonable, very reasonable. But this home offers and everything compared to a home, and the bedrooms are so tiny in those homes, because I've gotten out and seen the kitchen's not large, and they smash in 3-bedroom. Well, this home was built for a 3-bedroom. And because I didn't need the 3rd bedroom, I just let that open. We did put a closet in there, so if somebody wants a 3-bedroom, all you got to do is put up a wall in the door. It's all set up for a 3-bedroom. I just have a big office desk in there and my chair.
Yeah.
So the living room goes from one side, about 3/4 of the way in the living room of the house, all the way over to the left side. It's a huge living room.
Okay.
You don't find that in these small new builds. You don't find that at all.
Yeah. Well, they're 200 square foot bigger than yours.
Well, they must have put it in the garage.
Yeah. I mean, the lot's half the size. It's 10,000 square foot, but I mean, like I said, it don't make sense for me, sadly. I wish I could help, but I would suggest just listing this one.
Just what?
I would suggest probably just listing it if you're trying to get the 350.
Yeah. Well, there's no room in there for you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd be, substantially lower, and with you having the connections and stuff, being a realtor yourself, you could save on that. My personal opinion, I honestly don't know if it would sell for 350, but it might. But I mean, that would be my best advice for you. I just don't think I would be the right fit.
Yeah, I start out at 350, and I won't go lower than 325. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I totally understand. But say I did 325 and I paid all the closing costs and title, I'm actually paying over market value. So even I'll give you the benefit of the doubt here. Let me walk you through these numbers, kind of tell you why it don't make sense to me. Let's say it would even be worth 380, which I personally don't know if it would.
No, it wouldn't. I'm asking for what I told you, which is substantially lower. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's substantially lower than what?
I said 325. and you're talking about homes that are 350, 370. I'm considering what I got. It's a steal for a double lot and with nobody back of you, and the neighbors are far apart, and everything this home has to offer.
Yeah, I'm just having trouble.
So
You know,
if you get 325 and the closing costs and everything, you still could be making money.
no, I'd actually lose money, which was what I was going to try to tell you here. So,
Well, it's just, there's no need telling me it's not going to work. So,
yep. Sounds good. I appreciate your time. Like I said, I would suggest listing it, and I hope you get her done.
okay, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Mary. Was I clear enough about the new builds and why, like, literally brand new builds are selling for one sold for $335?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to walk her through the numbers, but she wasn't really letting me.
Yeah, I think you lost her at the 380. And that wasn't your fault. She just didn't catch it. Because I think where you were going at would be your after repair value is 380.
Yeah, and then I was going to walk her through even at 0 repairs, 0 this. So
Yeah.
if it was all that, I would, if all went right, which she's probably lying about rehab. So say I put 15,000 rehab, day one, we are negative 5,600, and that's
Yep.
me putting her ARV higher than it is. We're really probably negative 40 grand.
Yep. Dude, if you don't mind, I'll give you like a quick feedback on that call. Have you talked to her before?
We've texted. So she just texted me and said, give me a call right before that.
Got it. Okay. So, I don't know if the outcome would have changed. But this is one thing that I've seen myself do from time to time, just because we get so robotic with what we do and how we talk to people. But if you were to go back and replay that call, Tyler, on your own time, like you spent no time on the motivation at all.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing, bro. Like I had a wake up call the other day. I was like, wait, I'm not asking enough questions on the motivation, and then I'm not using that motivation to close the deal. And so I'm going, oh, I gotta do a mental shift there.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. And I guess I didn't realize I did it, but I guess my thought there the whole time was we weren't even close. So my main goal there, honestly, I felt like I wasted too much time on that call.
Mm-hmm.
I would have rather got off sooner.
Well, I don't know if you have wasted too much time on that call, Tyler. The reason I'm saying, and by the way, I'm saying this because other people are watching, and it's great feedback for me too, right? Because I'm guilty of it as well. The reason why I'm saying that I don't know if you actually spent too much time on it is because we still don't have the second and third layer of the motivation. We only have one layer.
Yeah.
Which is her and her husband want to go find a place to rent because it's getting too big and they can't maintain.
Yeah, and she
now, if I heard correctly, she just came back from her chemo.
Yep.
Right. You never asked about her chemo. You never asked how long she's been doing it, how long she's going to be on it. How is that going to play out? Like, that's 3 layers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's where, so sometimes I struggle there with, there's a fine line, especially on cancer and chemo, like hit it, but find that fine line of not like banging her with it. So like, how do you float that line of not just being like, you have cancer, what's this going to do to you?
Yeah, no, you're 100%, bro. And I have a lot of family and friends that have cancer. And like my partner, well, her and I are no longer together, but we were together for 12 years, and we battled through cancer the whole time we were together. Okay. And so that hits very close to home for me. So for me, I would be like, what was her name?
Mary.
Yeah, I'd be like, Mary, here's the deal. Like, I want to get you as much as possible, right? But as an investor, I just got to make sure I got to keep the lights on. So let's have an open conversation and let's work this. Let's see what we can do. Now you mentioned you're a realtor, so if you don't mind, we're going to talk a lot about numbers and see where we can meet. You know what I mean? Like that would be my language right before I get into the education part. But yeah, as soon as she said about her treatment, I'd be like, oh man, sorry to hear that. Like, how long have you been doing the treatment? How much more do you have? Like, like just out of curiosity. You know what I mean? And then for me, it's like, okay, Mary. So here's the thing: best options for you to put it on the market and da da da. Just curious, if you don't sell in the next 6 months, a year, how is that going to play out with everything that's going on in your life?
Yeah.
Right? If it's not going to hurt you in any way, shape, or form, I'll be the first one to tell you, what are you doing talking to me when you should be putting it on the market, especially the fact that you're a realtor,
Yep.
right? But if that 6 months to a year is going to do a little bit of damage, whether that's physical, mental, or financial, then let's talk, because I can be the easy button, which that language is your language, Tyler. I got that for you.
Yeah.
I can be the easy button for you.
Yep.
You get what I mean? So now you're going from a place of heart, not I'm trying to take advantage of you.
Yeah. Makes total sense.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. And that's so, and I've asked RJ about this. So that was a perfect call right there for, like I mentioned, I thought I went too long. So that's one where it's like, did I or did I not go enough? And I run into that. And like I said, my reasoning kind of behind that was she was at 350. I think ARV's 320 at best.
Mm-hmm.
I think this at like 160. And yeah, I mean, I know some people would price drop that. Like if she was super, super, super motivated.
Yeah.
But
And by the way, I can 100% agree with you. But the point that I'm trying to make, which I know you know this now, is that we never got to see that whether she is really motivated or not.
yeah, yep,
I mean, her throwing a number at 350 doesn't show us whether she's motivated or not. That's just like anyone, bro. Like if you have cancer and you want to sell your property, are you going to tell me that you're going to sell it for me for 180 or 250? You're probably going to start at 350 as well.
mm-hmm, yeah,
You know what I mean? So now for me, it's like whatever that first answer they give me, 350, it literally just goes over my head. Like, okay, whatever. It's just a fucking number.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so and trust me, there are many calls where I'm going, oh dude, this thing is way off. She's asking for a market price or over market price. Like, this is going to be a waste of time.
mm-hmm,
So now I've just caught myself going, wait, but then I'm going, almost every single one of my calls is like a waste of time. I'm like, well, why is that? Well, the reason why is because I'm not digging deep enough to know whether it's worth my time or not. I'm literally just looking at the number itself.
yep,
Right? So if I don't know the motivation behind that number, which you asked, like, how did you come up with that number? Da da da. So you got that out of the way, but still, like, what happens if you don't sell this? Like, do you have? I mean, if you stick around if this doesn't sell for 6 months, a year, or 2 years, are you going to be okay?
yeah.
Yes.
I
Dude,
hate to run,
Mary, why are you talking to me?
but I have a meeting in 1 minute, so
Oh, yeah, sure.
I gotta
All right.
go. I'll check and see if you're on afterwards, and if so, I'll jump on.
For sure, brother. Thanks,
All right,
man. You
later.
have a good one. All right. Who was I supposed to call? All right. Billy. Out of Terrell. Let's go. For you folks that are watching and heard me talk to Tyler about it, what are your thoughts? Drop something on the chat. Let me know if any feedback, any
2, 4, 6, 4, 1.
any takeaway, anything that you would have done a little differently. If you agree with me, disagree, drop something on the chat. Let's have a conversation and let's grow together.
Line 2, 4, 6, 9, 4, 7, 4. Again later.
Voicemail full. Let's see. Uh-oh, we got Louisiana. Not a big fan of Louisiana, guys. You guys are a quiet bunch today.
Been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach. The voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Lawrence. Good afternoon. Caesar here. You spoke with one of my teammates a while back about your property on Woodside. Just wanted to see if you're still looking to sell that property. I am looking to buy in that neighborhood. So give me a call back. And if you're no longer selling, totally cool, man. Just shoot me a quick text. Let me know. Even a quick thumb down will do. So that way I can take you off the list and not bother you. Okay. Thanks, Lawrence. Appreciate it. Bye. Let's see. All right. What did Victor say? Yep, Victor. You missed the conversation, but yep, definitely spot on. I can't even talk today. You guys have heard me say this many times. You got to peel off the onion. There are many layers, and a lot of times we get too robotic, including myself, that once we hear the motivation, we don't ask a second layer question or multiple layers of questions, I should say, and we just take it for face value, right? And so when we do that, we really don't know the true motivation why they're selling and how motivated they are. So I just, it's something that I had to tell myself as well sometime, last week or over the weekend, where I'm going, what am I doing wrong? I'm always, every weekend, I always look at my week and go, okay, well, where did I not necessarily go wrong, but where can I improve? Right. And so I'm always looking for those moments where I fell short on this. And so I just wanted to bring that up to you guys so that you guys are aware of it. And, you know, people always say it's never about the condition, it's about the motivation. So get to that motivation, and just ask. And, the questions are always like, hey, what happened? Just curious while I'm looking up the comps in the area, just curious. I mean, if this doesn't sell for the next 6 months or a year, what happens? Right? Is that going to put any stress on you at all? Or is it something that you can hang on for that long? Or is it something that you want to get rid of as quickly as possible? Right? Because there's a premium to that speed and convenience that we're providing folks. Now, I'm not saying to be greedy and steal their equity away, right? Like, make sure that they get paid, but also make sure that the end buyer will make some money, because at the end of the day, it has to make sense to the end buyer, right? Just right now, guys, just to let you know, one of my gals, Kathina, I don't know if you're listening right now, but she had locked up a deal in West Virginia, and the seller's literally, and it's what he told us. So we're just going based off of what he said, that he only has 2 more weeks left, right? He's got weeks left. That's all he has. And all he wants to do is just go somewhere warm and have his last days there. I mean, it's very morbid and it's like, oh my gosh. And so Kathina and I talked, we were texting while she was talking on the phone. I was like, Kathina, just help the guy out. Like, even if we get $1,000 of assignment fee here, $3,000 max, like, I don't care. $3,000 gets me 100 leads from speed to lead, and I have faith in the higher being that if I help someone out, it's going to come back to me tenfold, right? So let's help this guy out. Let's get him somewhere warm so he can, spend his last few days, and let's just get enough for some leads, and hopefully one of those leads will turn into a banger of a deal, right? So I don't know why I got into that conversation. Oh, because I was saying, like, just because you know the motivation doesn't mean be an asshole and try to get 30, 50, $60,000 fees, just because you can attack and be a predator about their motivation. It's like, be a solution, be an easy button for people, right? Find a price point where it makes sense for the end buyer. The end buyer still makes money. You get a little bit of a little bit slice of the pie for solving the problem, and the seller should be happy that they're walking away with something that can help solve their problem, right? So just be a good human being and figure out the solution. That's all I'm trying to say. No, I kind of rambled there for a while, guys, but hopefully that made sense. That's how I operate. Billy, what's going on? Never heard from Phyllis. Tilo, what's up, man? I think this might be your first time on here. I don't know if I've seen you before. Maybe you've changed your screen name. How you doing, brother? Rico, back at home, huh? Ready to make some calls, brother? Let's make some calls, dude. Hop on.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Oh, cool, Dilo. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. How'd you find me? And is this your first time listening, or have you listened to a couple? Oh, hey, man. You know Jacob? Let's go. Jacob's awesome, bro. How'd you know him? Wait, why can I not text this guy? Oh, because it's a landline. Jeez. Okay. Let's call this guy one last time since it's a landline. Tony Bang Bang.
What's up, brother?
Look at this guy. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing all right, man. Just trying to make things happen.
Yeah, man. What's happening?
Just waiting for this guy to pick up his phone.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Jenny Walensky.
Is not available at this time. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Jenny. Good afternoon. Caesar here. I believe you or Ed might have spoken with one of my teammates about your property on Lilac Ridge. If you guys are still looking to sell, I am looking to buy in that neighborhood. Give me a call. If not, totally fine. Feel free to shoot me a text or call me back. Let me know so I can take you off my list. You can reach me here, 415-843-7975. Once again, 415-843-7975. Thank you. What was her name? Did I say Jenny? Tony, are you making calls right now? What's the deal, man? Looks like you're at the park.
Yeah, I'm at Starbucks making calls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So kind of like the park.
Yeah. Did I call these guys already? What the fuck?
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Michael Alexander.
I mean, but it seems small now. Like that one on it, doesn't it? It's small. It's right there. Right? There's 3.
Thomas Moore, this is Michael Alexander. I'm calling about your property on 615 I Street. Looks like you had spoke to someone on my team a while back about wanting to sell this property. If it's still available, I may be interested in buying it. You can call me back on this number or shoot me a quick text if it's already been sold. That way I won't continue to follow up on this property. And also, if you have any other properties that you're looking to sell, I may be interested in taking a look at those as well. Okay. Have a good day.
So what do you do? Are you doing that?
Been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach. Been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Lorenzo. Good afternoon. Caesar here. I'm calling about your property on Combine Road. Just want to see if you're still looking to sell that property. If you are, I am looking to buy. If not, just shoot me a quick text and let me know. I can take you off the list. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. What did D'Lo say here?
So is it only
D'Lo, huge fan of RJ Bates. You just bought a package from iSpeed and looking to lock up your first deal using the coupon codes. Perfect, man. Let's go. Just know it's not going to be a walk in the park. We just got to keep at it. Right, Tony?
That's right.
Florida. What is this?
he doesn't live in Culture, right?
Julie, this is Michael Alexander. I'm calling about your property on 7112 Glen Mist in San Antonio. Looks like you had spoke to someone on my team about wanting to sell this property. If it's still for sale, I may be interested in buying it. You can call me back on this number, or if it's already been sold, just shoot me a text and I'll take you off the list. Okay, thank you.
I'm smelling that. Here. I was on it or just cut it all off. Oh my god! How do you shower? Like, how do you wash it? Like, do you just like pat it? I was gonna say, do you just like pat it? Like,
How do you guys how does it work again with you guys?
So we, as I said earlier, we focus primarily on dispo. Whatever, like for example, you have a deal you wanted to dispo, or like you wanted to sell, you can send it over to us. We'll underwrite it, and once we like it, we'll just have a non-exclusive option in place and a copy of the reducted purchase contract. And that would be all. We will send it to our buyers. The main reason why I'm calling right now is just we have buyers inquiring in those areas, especially in California right now.
Yeah. So question for you.
So-
So do you guys add your fees on top of my fee? How does that work? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Correct. Correct. We just add a fee on top of what you're asking. It's
Okay.
what we usually almost do.
Got it. And then how many days do you guys usually close? Do you guys double close, or do you guys
No,
assign it?
we actually would want to move as fast as we could. Well, here's the thing. Once you send us a deal, as I said earlier, if we like it, we will send it to our buyers. Less than a day, we will let you know what the feedback that we're getting. So if we're getting interested buyers, how long we can get it sold, we'll be honest with you in those scenarios.
Got it. Okay. And then are you guys going to be marketing it? Are you going to be putting it on Investor Lift or on any other platforms, or is it just strictly your guys' end buyers?
We have a lot of end buyers. We'll just send them privately.
Yeah. Okay.
Each person. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. All right. So yeah, whatever deals you have in Florida and California, send it over.
All right, let's do it. Cool, man.
All right.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, cool. Bye.
No problem, Peter. Have a good one. Take care.
Bye.
That's why I got it. I think so. Maybe not. I don't know. But I feel like you put the dirty with the messy. I mean, the dirty with the weird. Yeah. Oh. At all? I want all this to go out. Yeah.
Mark, let's go, Mark. Feel free to hop on if you want, Mark.
Apple and the Washington. Nope. Like I will never buy another one.
Trade.
Please leave your message for 469732161.
Amber, this is Michael Alexander. I'm calling about your property on 7308 Maryland Lane. Looks like you had spoke to someone on my team a while back about wanting to sell this property. If it's still for sale, I'm buying. So feel free to give me a call back on this number. If it's already been sold, shoot me a quick text and let me know. I'll take you off the list. All right, thank you.
And then I met with her teacher.
Perfect. Dre, so what does my team look like right now? I am solo, man. I am a lone wolf. That being said, I do have 3 people right now. They needed help with leads. I had extra leads. They have time. So we're in a temporary partnership where I was able to provide them leads in exchange for their time. That's what I have going on right now. But yes, I was part of a team before. There were 3 of us, and at this moment, we just had different chapters of our lives, and I just wanted to be able to move fast and just manage myself. That's pretty much it. So that's how the team looks right now, man. What about you? Let's see, who is this? Yeah, Renza.
Please leave your message for 540.
How did that happen? Oh my gosh, let me just, she's gonna be pissed third time I call her.
Please leave your message for 54043578862.
Hey Alex, good afternoon. Caesar here. Didn't mean to blow your phone up, but I just kept getting disconnected. But yeah, I'm calling about your property on Colonist Place. Looked like you spoke with one of my teammates a while back. Just wanted to see if you're still looking to sell that property. If you are, I am looking to buy. Give me a call at this number. I'll shoot you a text. And if not, totally cool. Just shoot me a quick thumb down and let me know. Thanks. Bye. Oh no, why did it do that? Why did that happen? Oh, for a second, I thought Tony Bang Bang was frozen there. Let's see.
Forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone.
Okay, why is this happening? This is not part of my... Hey, Tony, I'm going to step aside for a little bit, so I'll put myself on mute. You got it, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to take a little break. Thanks.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Mario, this is Mike Alexander. I'm calling about your property on 5917 Lake Street. Looks like you had spoke to someone on my team about wanting to sell this property a while back. If it's still for sale, I'm looking to buy in the area. So you can give me a call back on this number. Or if it's already been sold, just shoot me a text, and that way I'll take you off the list. Okay, have a great day.
Verizon Wireless. The number you dialed has been changed. Please leave your message for...
Hey, Landry, this is Michael Alexander. I'm calling about your property on 160515 Palomino Lane. Looks like you had spoke to someone on my team about wanting to sell this property, and I was looking to see if it was still available for sale. If it is, give me a call back at this number, or shoot me a text if it's already been sold, and that way I'll take you off the list. All right, thank you.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, Tanaya. This is Mike Alexander. I'm calling about your property on 947 Elder Bend. Sorry. Looks like you had spoke to someone on my team about wanting to sell this property. If you're still selling, I'm buying. So feel free to give me a call back at this number. Also, if the property's been sold already, just shoot me a quick text, and that way I'll know to take you off the list. All right, have a good day.
Hey, Tony.
Yep.
Yo, Victor, just put some on the chat. I was just going to tell you, if you want to, when you leave a message, just drop the street name instead of the full address for a couple of things. One,
Okay.
YouTube might block it. And two, I mean, we don't know who's going to be watching this now or in the future.
Right. Okay.
So just to protect the sellers, you know what I mean? Just say Main Street or whatever the name of the street. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm calling you about your property on Summit Lane.
Got it.
Yep. I'm having my my Asian cereal. You know what an Asian cereal is?
No.
Soup, baby. Let's go. Asian people love to eat soup first thing in the morning.
I wasn't gonna even try to guess. Try to set me up.
That's my Asian cereal, dude.
I have a confession to make.
What's up, dude?
So a couple of times yesterday, man, I got nervous and got off the phone to comp the property and then called him back.
All right.
I said he'll never know, so I'm fine. But then I felt guilty, so now I'm confessing it to you.
Yeah, dude. You do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do that. You got to do it. Just try to limit yourself on doing it. Like, it's just like working out. You know what I mean? Like, it is a little bit cheating, but hey, dude, there are times when it's tough to comp the area, and like, I don't mind calling back. You know, if you have to, you have to.
Okay. I just got nervous. It wasn't necessarily tough. I just kind of froze up like, shit. Gotta go.
Nah, it's all right.
All right. So I have to remember not to leave the address on the voicemail. Okay.
Yeah, just the street name is fine.
Okay.
Why is this?
My process is not available, so please leave a message and try to get back to you as soon as possible.
What the heck?
Hey, Judy, this is Mike Alexander calling about your property on Boulder Lane. Looks like he had spoke to someone on my team about wanting to sell that property. If it's still available, I'd be happy to take a look at it. I am buying. You can give me a call back on this number, or if the property's already been sold, just shoot me a quick text, and that way I know to take you off the list. Have an incredible day. Yeah.
That's so funny, dude. And you're like, hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Please leave a message.
Hey Ernest, good morning. Caesar here, calling about your property on Amherst Circle. Looks like you were looking to sell that property a while back. I am looking to buy. Let me know if you're still looking to sell. I want to buy property out in that neighborhood. Give me a call, man. Thanks.
But the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Tony, I was going to ask you, when you leave these voice messages, do you send them a text message afterwards? You're on mute, bro.
I said mostly I do, but not always.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know, like, it would be good for you to, because the voice message itself, 9 out of 10 is not even going to get us anything.
Yeah.
But it's the voicemail plus the text message.
Okay.
And then one other thing too, like, you know, like a lot of the new phones now, it will transcribe your voicemail, so someone can just like look at their screen and see what the voicemail was.
Mm-hmm.
So you just gotta play with it and use your words wisely on what to say first. So like the first few words that they see.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've been playing around with it with saying, "Hey, you spoke with one of my teammates," but then now I'm thinking about it. Well, if they see that, it's like, so I don't know. Like you just gotta test it for yourself. You know,
Okay.
maybe just say, "Hey, man, I'm just Tony. I'm calling about your property on Main Street. Are you still looking to sell?
Okay.
I'm looking to buy. You spoke with one of my teammates a while back, so I just wanted to check if you're still looking to sell. Give me a call."
All right.
So now when they see that notification, it's going to say, "Are you still looking to sell? I'm looking to buy." You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
And just play around and see which one gets you more response,
Okay.
Dude, I hate New Orleans. Never been able to sell anything out of there.
That's the first time for everything.
That's what she said.
That was funny.
Please leave your message for
Bing, yeah.
Hey, Bing, this is Mike Alexander calling about your property on Page Street. If you're still looking to sell, I'm looking to buy in that area. So give me a call back on this number, or you can text me if it's already been sold, and I'll take you off my list. All right, thank you.
Didn't that feel so much shorter?
Yeah, definitely. How did it
You
sound?
know, it sounded great, man, because I've been hearing it. I was like, wait, he's doing exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, if he sounds like a telemarketer, I sound like a freaking telemarketer. You know, and sometimes you just got to hear yourself, you know?
Yeah. Right.
That's like, you just got to step back and go, how would I take this if I got this call?
Please leave your message for Deborah Land. Sorry, mailbox is full. To send.
Hate when that happens. Mark. Oh, Tony, dude, you screwed up on that one call, on that one message, bro.
What?
The guy's name was Bing. You're gonna be like, yo, Bing, this is Tony Bang Bang. What's up?
I wasn't sure. I wasn't exactly sure what he said.
He said,
but
his
yeah, I
name was
could have had some
Bing.
fun with that one.
Yeah. Yo, Bing, this is Bang.
Bing and bang. Yeah, I dropped the ball on that one.
This is not this is the person you are calling. Please leave a message and I will deliver it in writing.
Oh, shush. Why don't I just put you on a campaign drip?
Five, 1, 3, 5, 2, 6, 5. 5591 is not available.
Marvin, this is Mike Alexander. Calling about your property on Country Club Drive. If it's still for sale, I'm buying in the area. I'd be interested in talking to you about it. You can give me a call back on this number or text me if it's been sold already. That way I won't keep calling you. All right, thanks.
It's been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Gerard. Good afternoon. Caesar here. I'm calling about your property on Carter Street. Looked like you were looking to sell that property. I am looking to buy in that neighborhood. Give me a call when you get this. And if you're no longer selling, totally cool, man. Just shoot me a quick text and let me know. Thanks. It's one of those days, huh, Tony?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten a hold of anyone, dude.
How long have you been at it?
Since 9/10. Yeah, yesterday I was able to get 2 contracts in an hour and a half, I think, or 2 hours, whatever it was.
Nice.
Telephone number 71445384450 can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Esther, this is Mike Alexander. I'm calling about your property on Raw Street. It looks like it's some point on my list. All right, thank you.
It's gonna be my last call. Then I'm gonna hop on. I'm gonna hop off to get on a titanium implementation call, Tony. It's in 5 minutes.
Okay. All right, I'm right behind you.
Hello, this is Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. My name is Caesar. I'm calling about your property on North Euclid Avenue. You spoke with one of my team members a while back, and you looked like you were looking to sell that property. Just wanted to see if you still are.
Yeah, I'm selling now. I'm kind of, well, I know I've said this in the past, but I am still gearing up to, in which case I probably keep it. But I'm not there now, and if someone comes to the table with, a fair offer, It's not even about the money as much as it is about the baloney that comes with, you know, a lot of the cash deals. That's what I don't want.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's plenty of them. Well, if you don't mind me asking, what do you mean by that?
What I mean is, if there's no skin in the game, I'm not gonna do business. And skin in the game doesn't even have to equate to dollars, although usually it does. So if there's a deposit, let's say it's $2,000 deposit to get into escrow, half of that would have to be non-refundable, and that $1,000 non-refundable, $500 would go to the escrow company, $500 to me, the seller. So it would be like buying an option purchase. And that's how I sort of view that type of transaction. The reason I have to do that is because if I don't, and I'll go nuts, you know. It's not. I've been down this road. I just know how the road goes. And when I say to people, if you go in and you don't like it, you leave. I don't want to hear any reasons. I don't want to hear about the condition of the property.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear what it needs. I don't want to hear what it needs, what you think it needs. Don't want to hear anything like that.
Got it. Okay. Well, that's totally fine with me. Well, you did say you want a fair offer, so I want to make sure it's fair not only on your side, but on my side too, because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. So how much are you looking to get for it?
I mean, if there's no baloney, I'd go down as low as $35,000.
35? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit what you got going on over there so I can make a decision here?
It was rented about a year and a half ago, and she was there for about 6-7 years, and it was $1,000 a month. I could get close to twice that if I go Section 8 now. It's 5 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, 3-story brick house, as central as you can get to St. Louis. And it's in a 2% of the St. Louis City property that's not in a conservation district, and the significance of that is that it does not require an occupancy permit or a renter's permit.
Okay.
So that's why I bought there. And if I went back there, I'd probably try to acquire more, because the city can come out there and, you know, say, well, your grass is too high, you need to cut it, or you need some tuck pointing done on your foundation, exterior stuff. But they can't, in that 2% of the city, they can't, you know, get into the house and start requiring. You know how that goes. That's just
yeah.
So there's a roof leak. It's probably the same leak that I dealt with in 2017. And it's on the flat roof section, and that's why I haven't re-rented it, because that needs to be repaired. But I'm going to do the repair. Now it's easily accessible, even though it's a 3-story home, because there's a hatch. There's a hatch in the one of the upstairs bedrooms that goes up to that roof.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a name for a roofer technique where it's like a cricket. But it's not a cricket, and they don't call it. They got a different name for it. Where on a flat roof or a low slope roof, like in the middle of the edge, they create like a ramp that goes out. So it allows the water to pool in a central, like middle location on the edge. And it just allows it. That's something I'd be looking at. But I'd also be looking at. I've gotten into solar stuff the last few years, so I'd be looking at possibly creating a little bit more slope and doing a standing seam metal.
Yep.
Because that's the most solar friendly roof, because the seams cut your labor and material costs down a third, because you use the standing seam as the solar. It's not a joist. It's what holds the solar panels.
Yeah.
It's not the bracket. I'm trying to think what the word is. It's just escaping me at the moment. It's the rail. It's the solar. So you don't need to buy solar rails that you would put the solar panels onto.
Got it.
What you do buy is something called an S5 bracket, and that's it.
So you put the S5 bracket onto the seam, standing seam, and then put your solar panels on there.
That's it.
And that's probably what. But the roof has got different types. You know, it's not all flat. It's not all low sloping, whatever you want to call it. So it's a pretty small enough section that, you know, I don't think it'd be. I wouldn't be afraid myself even to tear it down and put a new flat roof on if that's what it requires. And at this point, maybe it does.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm going to pay a photographer. I am going to do that still, regardless of whether somebody comes in and gets an escrow or not. As soon as I get done with the projects I'm working on here in Oklahoma, I'm going to pay a real estate photographer to go and shoot some pictures and video so I can get some eyes on it.
Yeah.
And that way I could give you guys, like, here's the current state.
Yep.
But I have some video that the realtor took like less than a year ago, and it didn't look that bad. I mean, I guess it's all kind of subjective.
Yeah. Well, if you don't mind me asking, I mean, it sounds like you definitely have done this quite a bit. I mean, what's the purpose of you selling it? Just don't want to be a landlord in that area anymore, or you would just sell it if you get the right price?
Well, that's always the case, but I'm not there. If I was there, this would not been the issue. I've got 3 dogs and a cat. I'm in Oklahoma. I'm knee deep in some heavy stuff right now, a different industry.
Yep.
And I just can't escape right now. And then I got to sell this house before. It's just, you know, it's not an easy thing. It's not like when I was a bachelor and it's just me and I could just, you know, pick up and move. But and I had this happen before, and I'm just I hate it. I'm actually dealing with it. I was talking today about, you know, I had a cargo shipping container modified on on a 5-acre strike that it was on a 2.5-acre parcel that was touching another 2.5-acre parcel in Los Angeles County, and you know, I'm pretty certain it was an inside job, which it usually is when your guy that's supposed to be, you know, your caretaker steals something.
Yeah.
And it was a $9,000 modified cargo shipping container. It was cool, and I want to build on that land. So it's that kind of stuff. I don't like being away from my property. It sucks. It's the worst thing because you're helpless.
You just took the words out of my mouth, because the way I do things, Paul, is that whenever I buy property outside of my market, I always like to partner with a local investor, just so that I always have a set of eyes on my project at all times. You know what I mean? Because I feel helpless. Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with you. So let me ask you, and I can make a decision here. Obviously, there's 2 options I can do here. If I were to fix and flip that place, how much do you think I can sell it for in the market?
As it is, without any work?
No. After I fix it, like, how much do you think I can sell it on for max value?
I mean, it sold for I think it sold for 105 in 2006, and that was before I did my work. Yeah, that's such the house has got. I don't know if you saw the pictures on Zillow, but I could go back there right now and I could make that house nice, because I have the skills and the tools now that I didn't have back then.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a lot of potential. I would be looking at, especially in the market, St. Louis apparently has been hot.
It has been hot. Yeah.
Because you got to remember, Anheuser-Busch has always been like the big economic driver in that town for the private sector. And then the largest private employer in the whole Missouri, Illinois bi-state region is literally 1 mile to the mark. 1 mile from that house is Barnes Jewish Hospital. Mm-hmm. On the same street. Euclid Avenue, dead ends. It is a trip. If you're not taking that trip, it never got uninteresting.
Yeah.
Drive from that house through the Central West End.
Yeah.
You didn't need asphalt to be in that trip. And I had the same experience when I was driving from the high desert where nobody's at in Los Angeles to the beach. It was crazy. You'd get dizzy. But the spy agency is only like, I'm going to get on Google Earth and find out the exact number, but I'm estimating it's only like 3 miles away.
Wow.
2 miles. I mean, it's really close. I mean, the federal government this was going to be the biggest economic boom in St. Louis history in terms of, it's not really fair to put the federal government compared to the private sector, but if we're just comparing money-wise and economic development, you're not going to, I mean, it's a federal spy agency headquarters.
Yeah.
And they bought 800 acres on the north side of St. Louis City. I would say, could you imagine some Russian KGB spies coming in at Lambert Airport? Like, okay, we're out of here, guys.
Yeah.
We don't need to attack.
Absolutely. So I'm looking at
those are good jobs, and you can work from home now for the Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
That would be really, really cool.
I think you'd be looking over about 110.
Yeah, that's not a bad estimation actually. So 110.
Yeah, I think so, because that's 5 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, a full basement. I always tell people, like, when we get those tire kickers, well, it needs this and it. I said, listen, guy, how much would it cost you? Just throw me a ballpark number. How much would it cost you to hire a contractor to build a permitted basement foundation for a home on any property in St. Louis City? How much would you have to pay a contractor to go out and get the plans and get the permits and actually construct the foundation, which would be a full basement foundation? So it would be plumbed, it had the plumbing, it had the electrical. We're talking $50,000 in today's day and age.
Yeah.
Just for the basement foundation and not the permitting, you have to pay a contractor in the 40, 50 grand range, probably.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say. Question.
I love basements. I grew up in the Midwest, so when I was there in the summer, I was down there, and the woman that was there, she didn't even use the top floor.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the leak didn't get back to me until after she was out.
Yeah.
And they put a tub up there, like just a tub to catch the drip.
Well, Paul, quick question for you. In order for me to sell that at 110, based on its current condition, how much do you think in dollar value I need to put in there just so that I can sell it for 110?
I think you put 35. I think if you bought it for 35 and put in 30, that's kind of how I approached it.
30,000? You think 30,000 I can get it tip top shape?
Yeah, I think so, because I already did a lot of the work. I mean, you're gonna roof. You can hire a roofer. I already got quotes for like $7,000 to replace the whole roof. That's just the flat section, because that's all it needs.
Uh-huh.
So I'll tell you what. From the pictures, that's why I want to get eyes on this place, because I think he took pretty good care of it. I mean, if you fix that roof, here's what I would do. The roof, the gutters, I would add a gutter on that side where the roof was trickling down.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably put more gutters too, but at least on that, what would be the north side of the house. I put a gutter to deal with the rain. I would have the line tuck pointer come back out. I'd probably give them, let's say, over the course of 2 weeks, $1,000, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 3 weeks, $1,000, and I'd have them do the tuck pointing. And so I'd do the roof, leak, tuck pointing, gutter, and then I'd actually probably try to do some. Obviously you're going to spend, let's say, $2,000 in cleaning. How properties get when they sit. The big repair I already did in the back, it's like a 100-year repair, or as the case was here, I think it was like 125 years. The clay pipe in the back sewer line where the clean out is in the backyard.
Yeah.
It's like that on every person. That is the big repair that, in fact, it's on the register of the city records, because it had to get permitted. And I don't know if that was like $2,400 or something, but it would have been a lot more had I gone directly to a plumber. The plumbing company was very kind to give me the direct referral to what's called, there's like 2 guys in St. Louis City that specialize in this. And they're not plumbers per se, they're called excavators. but that's all they do is go around and take out those 125-year-old clay pipes and they replace them with, PVC or whatever they're.
Yeah.
And so that was a big repair. So, I mean, now the other thing I would continue from where I left off is I would continue to update. I'd replace the copper with PEX. Because it is St. Louis, it is the Midwest. It does get cold. Copper, between all the plumbing, the different types of plumbing pipes, is the most susceptible to bursting and the least susceptible. I think 7 times better is PEX. And PEX is so cheap. And it's cute. It's got colors. You can go blue for cold water and red for hot water. So I'm a big fan of PEX. And don't get me wrong. I think the galvanized steel it's got a really cool industrial look, but take a look at the inside after 25 years.
Yeah. Now, how long has this been vacant for now?
Guys, it's been over a year.
It's been over a year, huh?
That's another reason why I want to sell it. Just I haven't. I mean, like today I was on the phone about selling one of my vacant parcels of land in California, and I just haven't had time to get around to a lot of this stuff because I've been knee deep in these other things. But
yeah,
I'm getting pretty close. I just took the timing cover off, of the car, and I'm going, into the engine, and hopefully even.
So it's gone. It's gone through 2 winters now, right? Vacant.
I think this is the second winter.
Second winter.
And I had the realtor. He shot some video, picture stuff recently, and I have it on a Google Drive link that I can send you. It has, a bunch of pictures and video and.
Yep. Well, Paul, let me ask you. I mean, what's your main goal here? To get rid of it as quickly as possible? Is your goal to get as much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's probably the most. That's the most important. But like I said, if somebody doesn't want it, that's why I like the option to buy. I kind of like looking at it, getting a potential buyer to look at it like that. That way, I don't have to hear, it needs this and it's not. Yeah, you're just not. You put $1,000. It's like saying you put $1,000 down to lock the property down for, let's say, 30 days. I'm just picking a number out, and you could buy it for that guaranteed price. The money doesn't even go to me; it goes to escrow.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
of course,
so
yeah.
I don't see a dime of it. And even when if the buyer decides not to exercise the option that they purchased, and walks away, they lose $1,000. Big deal. I mean, I say big deal in the sense that that's just business, But even that $1,000, because a lot of buyers, they get more concerned about me, and that always makes me hesitate. Like you're making a pure profit. As soon as I hear something like that, I know I'm not dealing with real estate.
Yeah.
With someone should bust my balls, and anybody who's been in this business knows of the types of people I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
They start questioning you about your policies.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, trust me, it goes both ways. The same thing. I've got my own way to, I've got my process, and I don't usually bend it for anyone. You know what I mean? Like you do this long enough, like what works, what doesn't work, and which headache you're okay with and which headache you're not okay with, and
I don't take it personally.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just business.
It's just business. And in my case, not being there, and I've been ripped off so much in recent years that I'll go crazy if it happens again. So, because my own realtor was setting me up for something like that, and, I don't trust anybody. So as a result of that, I implement what I call security measures. And, if the other party doesn't want it, I don't take it personally. If I say it's got to be on a Missouri realtor approved form, or a St. Louis realtor approved form, but they don't want that. They got their own company form that they use. Hey, that's your policy. I respect it. This is mine, and we just can't make a deal work this time.
Yeah. Yep.
Or
Absolutely. Well, here's the thing. Well, let me ask you this, because I want to get it out of the way first, and that way, I don't waste your time. And by the way, man, I love talking to you so far, Paul. So no matter what happens, you're good in my book, right?
Even if we don't do business,
Yeah.
I want to build off-grid homes on my land out in Los Angeles someday.
Oh, dude, I'm out in LA right now, actually.
No kidding.
Yeah. I'm out in Hollywood. What parts are you?
Well, I'm in Oklahoma, but my land is in northern Los Angeles County. I've got 5 parcels out there, 3 in the Antelope Valley and 2 in Agua Dulce, which is canyon country.
Yep.
And so my land in the Antelope Valley, I tell people it's the sunniest and windiest place on the earth. I don't know if that's quite true. It's the solar capital of the world, I tell people.
Yep.
So we'll break it down, because it is the solar capital of America. And then just be American. Who cares about anybody else? No one else matters. Therefore, we're number one. It's the solar capital of the world.
Yep.
And it truly, it probably is, actually. Even though I kind of say it as a half joke, it probably is, because my next door neighbor is the largest and newest solar farm in the state of California. They purchased over 800 acres. Lancaster is undoubtedly the city in the United States of America using solar energy more than any other place, and they're powering the largest county by population.
Tony, if you want to log off and go to your titanium, feel free to do that.
Then when you add the wind,
just FYI, but you can stay if you want to.
My neighbor on the other side of the solar farm, in between the two of them, is literally the grid. I'm talking electrical towers up like way high.
Yep.
That basically power Los Angeles City. They go all the way through the forest. That is a 1930s Spanish-style complex, 7 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. They call it the Mission. It was built by the Heinz 57 family in the 1930s for some crazy granddaughter. They're in the solar. They're right there, butt up to the grid. They power the entire complex off one wind turbine.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say it's it's a godsend in terms. Now the water, that's a different story. I do have a water well though, so that gives me a leg up.
That's definitely a leg up for sure.
But I think energy independence is the real fight to power. It's more important than guns and whiskey. And in Los Angeles, as you know, they got it to $7 a gallon. So if you had an electric vehicle, your house becomes a power plant. The average commute, an hour each way in Los Angeles with traffic, adds up over several days during the week. You're talking hundreds of dollars a week, and we haven't even gotten into utilities.
Yep.
So if you had a hybrid system that was off of wind and solar, you could be charging your vehicle and your home, and that is just too cool for school.
Yeah.
And it's energy, and I can't think of much that's cooler.
Yeah. Well, Paul, let me ask you this. Like I said, I just want to be transparent with you, so you let me know whether it's something that's going to work for you or not. As I mentioned earlier, whenever I buy properties outside of my market, I always partner up with a local investor. Okay. So that being said, if your property was out here in LA and I'm buying it, I don't mind putting up $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 EMD. Don't matter to me. That's totally fine. But when I am buying properties outside of my market, I usually don't put in the EMD until I have my local investor that's partnering up with me. And then that's their skin in the game where they're putting up the EMD. That being said, right. Paul, I'm not the guy that's going to tie you up for 30 days, 60 days. I only do 14-day closes. So in other words, if I find a local investor to partner with me in 14 days, then we're good to go. If we're not, ripping the contract in half. 14 days, it's not 30. It doesn't take too much time. And at the end of the day, I don't make any money on here until it hits the finish line, right? So I've got skin in the game, even if I don't put up the EMD. So I just want to let you know that because your property is out in St. Louis, that's going to be the process that I would take. Just wanted to see if you would be open to that for a quick 14-day close. And then once I do have that local investor, then that's when I'm going to put up the EMD and we're ready to rock and roll.
So, no, well, that's why I was mentioning an option to purchase type situation. But it sounds like you would not put up an earnest money deposit until you had the buyer. Is that what?
Until I have my local partner there. Yep, exactly. And I do partner with a lot of guys out there. So, and that's why I only do 14-day close, because I don't think it's going to take me any more than that. And I think it's a pretty fair ask, since it's only 2 weeks versus 4 weeks, 6 weeks. You know what I mean? Like other guys will ask you for a 30, 60-day close. For me, I move fast. Like if I find if it's a good deal, I'll find one within days. You know what I mean? If it's a bad deal, then it's going to take a little bit more. If it's a shitty deal, whether it's 14, 30, or 60 days, it ain't gonna move. You know what I mean? So So for me, I'm kind of like Elon Musk in a way where, hey, if you can get it done in 6 months, I can get it done in 6 days. You know what I mean? So if you're okay with that, I'd be more than happy to do like a 14-day agreement with you. And in those 14 days, I either find a local investor to partner with me on this or not. And if I don't, we rip the contract in half. No harm, no foul. And I don't think that's too much of a waste of time. I can be wrong, but want to hear from you and what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I've gotten much more familiar with this. I don't know what you guys call it, wholesaling or assignment or something like that. They've got maybe different names, but I've gotten more familiar with it, because over half of the people that have been contacting me are kind of ending up in that kind of situation or proposal. So I'm familiar with it. And that's why I mentioned up front, viewing it as, because essentially it's not a typical sale per se. It's kind of like it's more akin to an assignment or a option to purchase, and then and so forth. So that's why I wouldn't use of the forms that I mentioned in the standard forms approved by the Missouri Realtor Association and the St. Louis Realtor Association.
I wouldn't either. I have a 2-page agreement, pretty straightforward, just saying, hey, I got 14 days back on this, and either we move forward or we rip it in half. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty straightforward. Like I said, I don't like tying anyone up. I don't like because, like I said, I don't make any money until it hits the finish line. You know what I mean? So I don't want to waste your time or anyone's time or my time. But if it's something where we can, make it happen, where I can put money in your pocket, I hit my margins, and the local investor is happy because he's got a new property with me in his neighborhood, then it's a win-win situation. So if you're okay with that, I'm more than happy to continue the conversation. If not, I don't want to waste your time, Yeah,
no, I appreciate that. No, I'm not. I've had that. I've gone down that road, and I don't. I won't again. It's just. I'm not there. If I was physically there, sure, why not? What do I got to lose?
Yeah.
But in this situation, no, I would need something. Not only would I want a deposit, but I'd want a portion of it to be non-refundable. I wanted to. That's why I mentioned it. An option to purchase.
Yep. Absolutely. No, I completely understand. And Paul, if you don't mind me asking, it sounds like you've been under contract with someone before. Like, well, one, how much was that? And two, how long did they have you under contract for? Like, what happened there, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, what happened was I broke my own rule, and which was, it was not a totally easy decision to not give the codes to get. There's 2 lock boxes. Because I wanted to. There's some potential advantages since I'm not there. And so what I negotiated a few months back was, I think it was 35.
Yeah.
And what I said was, I'll give you the code so you can inspect it if you promise to give me the pictures and video that you shoot, because I just want eyes on the damn thing.
Of course, yeah, I do the same thing, man. I have one right now in Wheeling, West Virginia. I was telling my guy, I was like, I need pictures. Go over there, and I'll give you the first right of refusal before I even market it to anyone else. So I get it. Sorry to interrupt you, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's it. You know what I was trying to throw down with this guy, and I didn't hear back from him. And I prefaced everything like I said to you. I said, if you don't want to buy it, and I don't even know. I can't remember if he didn't put anything down. He was just the idea was. I had a nice conversation with him, like we're having it, but I didn't hear from him. And then when I got a hold of him and asked him about the pictures, he started trashing the property and talking about it needs this, it needs that. And I had told him in advance, I don't want to hear any of that. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Yeah. And he started doing that. And then, but when I say skin the game, it's not even about money. If someone mowed the grass, I'd probably let them not take a dime for the deposit because now I got skin. I'm just saying that as an example.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just FYI, by the way, I just looking at, I think you guys had this on the market a couple of years ago for $35,000 and no one bought it at 35. So
yeah, and I'll raise it. I've had better success raising prices. It's counterintuitive. It's counterintuitive, but for whatever reason, you just get better people, better offers just by doing nothing other than raising the price.
Yeah. I mean, let me ask you a question. I mean, do you have any wiggle room on that number at all, or is that your bottom line?
I can go up.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure. But do you have any wiggle room to come down if need be?
Like I said, it comes back to someone said, okay, I'll go put $30,000 into escrow tomorrow, and I don't need an inspection. I'm just going to buy it as is, and I'm going to deposit the $30,000 in escrow tomorrow. My deposit will be the purchase price. If someone said that to me, let's play ball. Let's go.
Well, yeah, but I mean, no one's going to put $30,000 sight unseen in St. Louis. It's just.
Well, it's not sight unseen. I mean, you got pictures and video, and but even if it was, I'm putting $30,000 in. $2,000 of it is to earn some money deposit. And half of that is non-refundable. $500 goes to you, $500 goes to the escrow company for doing the work. And I got a 14-day period. That would be, that's something I'd have to consider, because now someone's putting the full amount in a mutually agreeable escrow company. They can walk out, but they're going to have skin. They're going to lose $1,000. It's something. It's something. And they're putting money on the table. So that's the kind of thing where, I'd have to look at that as a bottom line. But
and then also, by the way, just FYI, I mean, as far as you mentioned skin in the game several times, one of the things, if we were to make a deal here, one of the things that I can do is be like, hey man, I'll do the inspection. I'll get an inspection report, which costs anywhere from $800 to $1,000, and I'll provide you with that inspection report. So whether we do continue,
that's what I tried to negotiate the last time I got screwed.
You know what I mean? Like I can do that too. I mean,
that guy said too, though.
Yeah.
And I came up empty-handed.
I know, but I mean, that's you were dealing with someone who probably graduated from YouTube University. You know what I mean? So
fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
That's not me. You can't punish me for someone else suckiness. I don't even know if that's the right word, or that's even.
No, I like it.
But you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, man, like, and you probably don't want to hear this, but I personally believe like 35 in that location. Obviously, I got to see the inside, because you've got a pretty big house.
If you had a professional inspection company or professional licensed inspector in there, I mean, I'm willing to. Who's going to do the bank? He doesn't have to do a full. I mean, I even told the guy, you can hire. I think they'll go as low as like do you have different types of inspection. How deep do you want it to be type thing. 200, 400, 600. So I said, well, you go in the middle of the road at 400, 500, whatever they're charging these days. Or if you do a light inspection of 250, 300, even that, I'd be willing to listen. But what ended up happening, well, I can pay my guy $60. Okay, well, that's not, and that was my fault for, I won't do that again. But if you have a professional licensed inspector that you're going to use and pay, and I can communicate with him and give him the codes, I would entertain doing, and you don't have to get in contract. We could just do something where we,
Well,
you're going to pay the guy $250 and I'm going to give him the codes and that's the deal. You get to guys, you're out $250. Got his skin in the game, and I have a benefit, meaning I get eyes because I'm going to do this anyway.
Yeah. Well, Paul, I was actually just going to ask you, man, if I'm not the end buyer for you at 35, because like I've already got a couple of properties out there, that's just a little too high. But if I can help you find an end buyer, that's something that you'd be open to, where I can be an easy button for you. It doesn't cost you anything. Obviously, I'm going to charge the end buyer, for finding him a good deal. Is that something that you would be open to?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. If we find a buyer in that area, let's make it happen.
Okay. Now, just
by next week, I'm probably gonna. It's gonna be next week when I probably look at trying to hire. I was just gonna get a real estate photographer because I really don't want to hear about. You get inspectors, you know how they are. Nothing against them. Right place, right time, and I don't want to hear it. No, on this property, no. Because I already know.
Yeah. Well, just to let you know, I have boots on the ground there. I can get pictures probably within, what's today? Today's Wednesday. Probably get to you before the weekends, before Monday at the latest. I mean, I'm more than happy to work with you on this. I just want to make sure that whatever offers we get, at some point, I'm not gonna, for the lack of a better term, I'm not gonna just drop my pants and bend over for any offers we get. But if we keep coming back from different people, and let's say it's landing at 32 or 29, let's just assume that for a second. I just need to know if you're going to be flexible with that, or if you're hard on that 35, because the last thing I want to do is waste my time and waste my resource if there's no wiggle room at all. You know what I mean? Because and the only reason I'm asking that, Paul, is because I've done 4 properties in St. Louis already, and I just know kind of like the price range where a lot of these local investors that have either partnered up with me or on deals that I've wholesaled to them, and it's usually under the $30,000 mark.
But it sounds like you've gotten some experience in the city under your belt.
I do, and that's why I'm still on the phone with you, because I do see an opportunity. But if you don't have any wiggle room there, then there's not much. And so it sounds like it's something that you're willing to take on yourself and fix yourself, and obviously that's always an option for you. I just don't know if you want to do that, or if you want to just have money in your pocket and start working on your other properties.
Yeah, no, that would be the ideal. So I mean, I'm willing to be flexible. If the hassle, if the price goes down, I'm cool with that as long as the hassle goes down.
Yeah. So then how's this then? Here's what I can do, Paul, and then tell me what your thoughts are, okay? Either we do it or we don't. One is I don't mind getting on an agreement for $35,000. Okay. I'll put a 14 days period on it, or 14 days agreement. Okay. And in those 14 days, that gives me the ability to, one, send my boots on the ground there, get pictures, and I'll provide you those pictures. And then I will go ahead and send my local investors that I've partnered with in the past to go see how much, it would make sense for them. Once I gather all of that, which would only take me anywhere between 7 to 10 days, then at that point I go, okay, Paul, here's the market feedback that we're getting. Here's where everyone's landing at. And since you don't care about the reasons why, I won't even tell you the reasons why. I'm just going to say, hey, here's where everyone's landing at. What do you want to do? If you want to move forward, we'll move forward. If not, we walk away. We're good to go. I do all the work and I provide you pictures. You just sit back and wait for the market feedback.
Yeah, I'm willing to negotiate something along those lines, but it has to be on the kind of documents that are that situation is most applicable to. In other words, I'm not signing a sale agreement that transfers deed in that situation when there's no earnest money deposit down.
Well,
I will.
Well, the deed won't transfer until it closes.
Yeah, no, I'm not signing. There's no. Okay, let me just be abundantly clear on this. Zero chance under any circumstances if there's no earnest money deposit with a portion of it non-refundable, would I sign any type of agreement that transfers that is a standard residential.
I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. So Paul, I agree. Paul, I 100% agree with you. So let me just explain so that you fully understand. When I do have that end buyer, right, that wants to move forward, let's say at 35, right? In order for us to be able to get that end buyer will deposit a non-refundable EMD.
Yeah, and I'm willing to look at a document like an option if you got something along those lines. But when I'm saying I'll swap for the inspection for the pictures, I'm saying that outside of a deal. No deal. Like if you want to see it, inspect it.
Yeah.
And
the only reason why I need an agreement between the two of us is because when I start marketing it to the end buyers, and if I have no agreement between you and I on paper, then I have no protection. I have no interest in the deal. And so I'm just trying to protect myself as much as you're trying to protect yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and like I said, I'm going to put in. I'm sorry.
That's where an option to purchase. You have the right. You know, it's like you're buying an option to purchase a property within a specified period of time at a specified price. You have those rights, exclusive rights. But that's an option to purchase, and
I mean that's what it is that I'm having. Is the purchase sale agreement is just an option to purchase. I have 14 days to do my due diligence, and in those 14 days, I either back out or I perform. Which in this case, in 14 days, either I find you an end buyer and we all move forward, or I don't. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I'm not anything that involves the transference or recording a deed or a sale has to have an earnest money deposit and a portion of it, and the minimum 2,000 and half of it. These are minimum numbers. You
and I are on the same page on what I'm saying. So Paul, why don't I do this? Why don't I send you the agreement so you can take a look at it? If you're happy with it, we'll move forward. If not, you can try to redline it, and I'll see what I'm able to do. And then if we make it happen, we make it happen. If we don't, no problem at all. At least I had a good time.
Yeah. Do you have my email?
Yeah. I don't have your email address. Too, just to let you know, because of the price point, which is at 30,000, usually EMDs are 1%, but I can probably get someone to do like $1,000, maybe $2,000 at the most, just because of the price point. If the price point was like 100,000, then that's a different story. I'll be getting $5,000 EMD all day long for it. But at the end of the day, once we do find an end buyer, that end buyer will put up a non-refundable EMD, which is what you want.
Yeah, I'll take a look at whatever. I'll take a look at it and review the proposal.
Yep. All right. Well, I'll send it over to you, and then you want to just hop on a brief call tomorrow once you take a look at it and you let me know which way you want to go. Does that sound good?
I'm on a time sensitive deadline. It dwarfs what I haven't even been taking calls in the last few weeks because I'm on this, and so I got to push this through. Hopefully done today. I can't promise it's going to get done today, so I don't want to make any commitments for tomorrow, but certainly by the weekend we'll be able to get to it. But
yeah, you want to talk? You want to talk on Friday or Saturday?
Friday's good.
All right. Why don't I give you a call on Friday around this time, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds great. It's good talking with you.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. By the way, before you go, I just want to confirm the email that I got from you. All right, Paul, I'll send that over to you, and then assuming everything's good, off to the races we go.
Yeah, and I'll send you the Google Drive link and a reply so you can see the updated pictures and video that we're taking.
Oh, that would be great, man. Really appreciate it.
Okay, I'll talk to you on Friday.
Okay, thanks, Paul. Bye.
Bye.
Let's see. So Hyro, yeah, there is. I've seen 115. Saw one for 160. 111,000. Let's see. Actually, who's running the call right now? Actually, guys, you know what? That's what I'll do. I'll hop off so I can get on the TU call, and then back at it tomorrow, guys. Before I leave, if you guys have any questions, drop it on the chat. Not anything Looney providing value. All right, cool. All right, I'll hop off, guys. Drop anything on the chat. Let me know if you have any questions, any takeaway. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. All right, see you guys tomorrow.